All right, how's everyone doing today? So welcome to Yumi United Coffee Talk. As you can see, I'm by myself. I got Tiffany right here, Casey and Alex. Okay, in spirit, but not in person. So, what are we gonna talk about today? All right, we're gonna talk about the misperceptions of training and things that I'm hearing throughout the gym community that are simply flat out wrong. All right, so as you might have known, I am starting a fitness programming mastermind group to help dispel misperceptions and flat out incorrect beliefs about training. All right, so what does that mean? There are certain ways to write workouts, okay? There are certain goals that people have. And if you don't understand the differences in the goals and the differences in the people, you're never really gonna understand how to write workouts. Whether those workouts are for yourself or whether those workouts are for yourself or for clients, you have to understand the reasons why you're doing each exercise, how you're doing each exercise, and the purpose behind each exercise. So, I know a lot of trainers who are frustrated, because I talk with a lot of trainers, who aren't just comfortable writing workouts for people other than themselves. So yeah, they worked out for the longest period, but they never understood, well, this person is different than me. How do I write a workout that's not just what I do? Because your workout should not be their workout. Unless you are the same person with the same goals, with the same training history, with the same experiences, same injuries, all that, your workout should not be other people's workouts. You can learn how to do the exercises, but they need to be tailored towards their goals. So, a lot of new trainers who just get certified feel uncomfortable with that aspect of training, which is very, very important. Yeah, your personality and how they relate to your clients is very important, probably most important. But getting results and safe exercise programs is very important as well. All right, so I created the Fitness Mastermind program to help you gain the knowledge of understanding this person is different, so this goal means this type of workout. This person is different, so this type of workout. This person is different, so this type. All right, so let's take a break. All right, so I've been hearing people chatting and talking and blah, blah, blah around Yumi United, and I wanted to answer a question I dealt with yesterday. People saying, oh, well, you're not doing that exercise correctly. All right, here's what you have to understand about exercise. If your form is fine, that's all that really, truly matters. Using momentum is okay if it's based around your goals. If you don't have a specific goal, you can use different types of speeds of your workout, faster, slower, creating momentum, eliminating momentum, allowing safe rocking of the body, eliminating rocking of the body, going up against the wall to do your curls if that's your goal. All right, so leaning on certain exercise like a curl, well, it's actually natural to lean away because the body naturally finds its center of gravity. So the swing backwards is actually natural. What we don't want is that huge cheating swing, okay? So let's back on point. What am I talking about? If you are using momentum to create the ability to lift a heavier weight, it is okay if it's goal specific to your goals, meaning I want to be stronger, I want to be powerful, I want to be more athletic. Everyone thinks that we got to train slow to get better. Well, that's for bodybuilders. If you're not necessarily a bodybuilder or trying to get how the muscle looks or trying to feel that muscle pump, training that method does not suit to your needs. All right, so everyone thinks slow, slow, feel the burn, isolate the muscle. That's not true, okay? Unless you are a bodybuilder where you need to focus on your bicep and you're targeting that muscle group, muscle structure, where you're really trying to get the individualization of that muscle, then you need to isolate that muscle, all right? Every other person in the world probably is better off using some form of aid or assistance or stabilization through other body parts to help you. Some of that is by creating momentum. Some of that is by stabilizing with your other body parts, like putting your hand on your knee. Some of that is putting your hand on the wall to help you support and balance. Some of that is balance work where you're actually trying to eliminate base of support and balance better. All right, so what you need to understand is what your goals are. So if I'm doing a bent over row and I'm using a little bit of a momentum, if I'm not trying to necessarily squeeze the muscle to create a more hypertrophic look, bigger muscles, I can use whatever I want as long as I'm safe, okay? Meaning lower back stays in good position, you're healthy, you're good to go, all right? Everything else is sort of irrelevant based around the fact that whether or not you're actually using your goals as the creation for your program and the creation for your exercise, all right? So let's break it down. There are essentially 5 client types, okay? This is what we go over day 1 of the Fitness Programming Mastermind group, all right? There is a fitness client, someone who really just wants to be more fit. So they would use a lot of full body exercises, a lot of speed work, a lot of conditioning drills to get better at what they're trying to do. Okay, there's weight loss. We're 68% overweight, so most people need to do weight loss type exercises, which is involving a lot of different movements, okay, a lot of full body exercises, and creating a higher heart rate, a higher EPOC so that we burn more calories. Okay, then you have bodybuilding. What most people go to the gym and think is they're supposed to be style of training, and it not, is isolating body parts, trying to make each individual joint and muscle group work better and more efficient. That's what we're going for, okay? That's bodybuilding style. It's the most popular style and what most people think of when they go to the gym, but it's not necessarily the most appropriate for most people. Okay, if you're trying to be a bodybuilder and stand on stage one day, go for it. If you're trying to just care about your physical appearance, that's a little bit of a stretch because, yeah, you'll be healthier and all that, but you're trying to make it absolutes. That's a bodybuilding style, okay? Believe it or not, most people actually don't necessarily want to be six-pack lean. They want to be healthier, more fit, feel better, stronger, look better, but not necessarily so lean that they're potentially unhealthy, all right? So bodybuilder style. Then there's sports performance, which is, hey, I play a sport. I need to be better at that sport, possibly to the detriment of your health. For example, offensive linemen are massive individuals. They aren't necessarily healthy if you look at their BMI, okay, body mass index, the size of their body frame. All right. Lastly, there is corrective exercise. Those who do exercises for specifically injury rehab or trying to feel better, live healthier. And a lot of that is mobility drills, mobility exercises, which are highly important. And more people should probably include mobility movements in their body weight style training and or exercise programs, especially if you're getting older, you're feeling stiff, you had a tough workout. We need to focus more on improving our warm-ups, and we'll be better off through mobility drills instead of just static stretching, hold your hamstring stretch and stuff like that. So understand that mobility work is probably very important, and everyone should have some form of corrective exercise. All right. So if Mercedes is going to keep talking, I'm going to invite her into this workout or this this live right now. All right, so what are we talking about? You need to know which type that you fall into. You need to understand what type your clients fall into. What is their goal? Because each type of goal has a different training parameter. All right, bodybuilding, what most people think of as their workouts, is breaking your body into body parts and doing that individual body part. So I'm doing leg day, or I'm doing chest and back, or I'm doing arms, tris, bis. Breaking your body part into parts like that is bodybuilder style training, okay? If you're trying to get better, if you're trying to get better and more physically appealing with your appearance, it's important, it's probably most likely gonna be a bodybuilder style training. However, if you're overweight trying to drop calories, if you're an athlete trying to get better at your sport, doing bicep curls in the gym is not necessarily the best way. There's not too many sports where this is an action that you're going to perform. there's simply not enough muscle recruitment or enough calorie burned by doing bicep curls. So if you're trying to lose weight, isolating dumbbell curls, not necessarily the best way to increase your heart rate and get enough muscles involved, get your heart rate elevated, burn calories, create the situation of EPOC, okay? So that's a problem. I see far too many people go into the gym, do 10 minutes of warm up, and then go and do bicep curls, and it's clearly and obviously someone who needs to be doing a weight loss program, okay? So understanding what your parameters are helps you to program better. Understanding the goals of that workout helps you to properly choose exercise selection. That will make it a smoother workout, a more efficient workout. The Stronger Together group, everyone asks me what the secret is to the workout is. The secret is I narrow focus our goals and our workouts to this. We might not be for everyone. We might not be for you. You might not like what we're doing. But guess what? My clients are what I really care about, and it's a very narrow focus on what we're trying to achieve. We're not trying to become necessarily more athletic, although we will become stronger. We're not necessarily trying to drop total weight, but we're going to become leaner. Okay, we're not trying to drop weight, but we're going to burn off body fat. We are going to build up the certain muscles that are appropriate for my clients' goals, which is legs, booty for sure. If you see my clients, I'm pretty good at building booties, I'd have to say. Most people would agree, right, Norma? Yeah. Okay, I'm good at building booties. All right, so that's what we do. So we narrow focus that thing. We're not trying to do all things for everyone. The Stronger Together group that's our motto. We're getting stronger together through a very specific narrow focus of that client type. Okay, it's not necessarily a lot of corrective exercise. It's really truly not a lot of bodybuilder style exercises. It's not sports performance. We don't do box jumps. We don't do a whole lot of Olympic lifts. That's not our goals. That's not my clients' goals. The learning curve for doing cleans and snatches is so high that it doesn't serve us purpose when I have new people joining all the time. I don't want the people who have been here for a while to have that slow learning curve to try to catch up. We do a lot of the 8 basic movements of human life: squats, lunges, presses, pulls, rotations, stuff like that, okay? So programming accordingly helps you to understand what is important. Okay, programming to the needs of the client will determine, are you allowed using momentum? Are you allowed to speed up the velocity of your sets? Slow down the velocity of your exercises? What exercises selection you're going to choose? If you're trying to build the booty, deadlifts are better than squats. If you're trying to build the quads, squats are better than deadlifts. They both do the same joint movement, but the range of motion will determine what your goal is, okay? Coincidentally, how come it's okay to do shitty, horrible range of motion, powerful hip bridges with the barbell when you got horrible range of motion, but it's not okay to do poor range of motion on your squats? Quarter squats, you get called out. Quarter hip bridges, when the weight's too heavy, it's like, oh my God, I got a new PR. It's like, you're not involving the glutes if you're not getting full range of motion and a pelvic tilt on your hip bridge. Okay, so that's a little secret is stop going so heavy. You're just as inefficient doing poor squats as you are doing poor hip bridges. And everyone's like, oh, I got a new PR on my hip bridge. Well, you did a crappy ass half range of motion. Okay, now here's the kicker to that. Quarter squats actually serve a purpose, but the question is, do you know the purpose? Okay, the research bears out that if you do quarter squats versus full range of motion squats, you actually increase your vertical jump more with quarter squats. So jumping athletes can and should do quarter squats to get more powerful with their vertical jump, like basketball players, volleyball players. So saying that, oh my God, you always have to do full range of motion, not necessarily true. You're trying to work through full range of motion. You're trying to improve your comfortable range of motion. You're trying to work through your allowable joint stability range of motion. But training protocols dictate that sometimes it's important to only do quarter so that you get the benefit per your goal. That comes down to, what is your client type? All right? Got off on a little bit of a rant there, but all right, so let's tie this all in together and wrap it up. If you don't know what that person is trying to achieve, you don't have enough base knowledge to tell them they're doing it wrong, okay? If you don't know what you're trying to achieve, you're not ready to create your own workout. If you don't know what type of client you're dealing with, you don't know what you need to be creating. So you have to understand what the 5 clients are. You have to understand what the goal is, and then you program accordingly. If you don't have that base knowledge, you don't have enough knowledge to say this, that, or anything else because you don't have a foundational understanding of the goal. All right, so stop talking about what other people are doing and ask questions. What are you trying to achieve? Why are you doing that? What is the purpose? Okay, why? It all comes down to why. Day number 1 of the Fitness Programming Mastermind class. That's the first statement I make. Have a reason, have an answer to the question why. Why are you doing? Why are you doing? Why this? Why that? If you can't answer the question why, then you have no really basis for creating more and more. You got to get down to the root of it all, and that's the answer to question why. All right, so that's all I have for today. I'm Spencer Aiken. Hopefully this helps you. Hopefully I didn't go off on too many tangents, but it's very important that you understand creating workouts is sort of a science, and it's a science based in this is what I'm trying to achieve, okay? All right, through experience, practice, knowledge, science, anecdotal evidence, and stuff like that. So, all right, it's not just, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna do this, all right? It's, I'm doing this because I wanna get here. All right, that's all I got. So you guys, hopefully this helps you out. If you do have any questions, I'm usually here at Yumi United, so, all right, thank you.